The Incolink Foundation Fund believes that the harm experienced by workers and their families in the building and construction community is preventable. Close to 1 million people work in the building and construction industry across Australia. Incolink has been providing welfare and support services to the industry for over 20 years.
We realised several years ago that the issue of the health and wellbeing of construction workers was of such a major concern that whilst we were doing our bit, it was not enough. We can only commit a certain amount of funds to providing these services, and that's why we recently established a foundation to attempt to find appropriate partners to assist in expanding these services that we are providing to the construction industry in terms of wellbeing.
The establishment of the Incolink Foundation Fund enabled the development of harm prevention services and programs to assist workers and their families, both at home and at work. The Foundation aims to address key risk factors such as problem gambling, relationship breakdown, financial stress, drug and alcohol misuse, chronic disease and suicide. The Foundation provides education, information, support and counselling programs. Each program is built on evidence-based research and designed according to our holistic best practice model.
The Foundation's work is primarily focused on the link between people's personal lives and their working lives. So we're striving for work-life balance.
As an industry-based organisation, a key advantage of the Foundation is its unique access to workers and work sites.
Each work site is really a community in itself. Really what we're doing is addressing broader public health issues and community health issues, because our workers have the same level of risk to these issues as anyone else in the community.
We're working with a particularly vulnerable group of people who are at risk for a whole range of health and mental health issues. It also has broader implications to their family, partners and wider society, because if they're in a good position to look after themselves and to look after the people around them, then it really strengthens all those relationships.
In preventing harm, the Incolink Foundation Fund has developed a rigorous methodology across 4 stages of response.
Research and evaluation is the primary starting point.
All our projects are implemented on a full project cycle, starting with research that identifies the need and it illustrates how the program needs to be designed to meet the needs of our workers.
Prevention, which is the second stage, is really about providing preventative education and information and resources to people in need.
We put a lot of energy into prevention. We've got the life skills session, which actually touches on relationships, losing direction during their career, also on drugs and alcohol, suicide prevention, those sorts of things. So the information that we've been able to gather through our research has provided us with the right amount of information to provide prevention in these areas.
We know that more and more these days there's a very strong link between physical health and wellbeing and mental health and wellbeing. There's a lot of our workers learning a lot more about where their physical health is at. Workers go away, talk to their mates in the smoko shed, and we're finding that more and more they're making changes towards a better healthy lifestyle.
The third stage, which is intervention, is about intervening directly in people's lives when they're at the point of crisis.
My wife and I grew apart. She was doing all the parenting roles, Monday to Friday on her own. I'd come home on the weekend and try and get back into it, but it caused a lot of friction. From that, our relationship broke down to the point where we separated.
We intervene on matters that just give people a hard time, all the way up to stuff that threatens their life. So intervention is stepping in when something is occurring that is causing a person distress.
To put your hand out and say, I need help, is a difficult thing for most construction workers to deal with. So I came home that night and attempted to take my own life. And it's probably the darkest place I've ever been.
I picked up Darryl as a client and worked closely with him for some time.
I felt like I wasn't talking to a counsellor perhaps, I was talking to a friend that cared. And with that sort of started the process of me healing me. If it wasn't for him, I certainly wouldn't be here now.
The fourth stage is follow-up and support, postvention. It's providing ongoing support and referral to people post that critical crisis point.
We do keep contact and keep that sort of friendship going, just to make sure that things are heading in the right direction. That's the preventative side after the postvention, preventing things from going down the same road again if it's possible.
And that brings us in a full circle back to evaluation and research.
Once we've implemented the project, it's really important to evaluate it, to assess how effective it was, how we might have done things better, what was the impact on the workers' lives. The evaluation then serves as a learning tool for us for implementing future programs.
So that the 4 stages are interlinked. We start with research and we finish with research.
The Incolink Foundation Fund believes that the harm experienced by those in the building and construction community is preventable.
It's now crunch time. We are now looking for organisations to partner what we're doing to assist us with further funding, because at the end of the day, whilst we're in the construction industry, our focus is on building better lives.
Join us in our important work and partner with the Incolink Foundation Fund today.